All footage are rights of Nintendo, Sega, NEC, and SNK. All information provided in this episode, plus future episodes, are provided by Wikipedia, the free Wikipedia. Hello, Wii player, and all those who happen to watch. Bringing to you here on the Dealio, Golden Axe, folks. Golden Axe, one of the classic arcade games of its time and nowadays. Now, basically, the storyline is this: the game places the player in control of one of the three warriors, each bent on revenge against the vile tyrant Death Adder. Death Adder was taken over the once peaceful land of Yurda. Sounds like a disease. Any case, one of them is a battle axe-wielding dwarf, Gilius Thunderhead, from the mines of Wald, those whose twin brother was killed by soldiers of the Death Adder. Another was a male barbarian axe battler, wielding two-handed broadsword, looking for revenge for the murder of his mother. Also, the last is a long sword-wielding Terrace Flare, an Amazon whose parents were killed by Death Adder. Basically, the game's characters are all based off their moves. Sort of a hint. If you look at Battler, pretty much you're gonna see a lot of stone elements, which is basically when you're like a fighter. It's usually in a lot of games you see fire, but in this case you see boulders, which was technically was really the original format of Magic for the back in the day. But of course, back off that D&D based bull crap. Flares means you use fire, and the axe wielder, which is Thunderhead, uses thunder. Of course, that all signifies and tells you what kind of elements they use in the game. Now, on the down low, is this game worth your Wii points? Now, before I give you the answer to that, I'm going to give you a little bit more information beforehand. Little bits of useless information that you can cram in your skull and go, wow, why the hell did he tell us that? In any case, 1989, the arcade released this game. And then shortly after, on August 17th, 1989, Mega Drive and the Master System released this title. Also, for the PC, Virgin Games released it for the PC. And also Bandai for the Wonder Swan. Look out for those titles too if you want. Now, other platforms, it really isn't important. Let's see. What else can we dig up here? Also, if you looked at two versions of the, cases, the Golden Axe, you're going to get the cooler version, which is the Mega Drive case. And of course, if you were to look at the, our system, the Sega Genesis, which is the American NA version, you get the, decent looking cover, but I always thought the Mega Drive cover was the best one. Okay, now, the gameplay is good. The action is intense, because of course when you see this footage you get my ass handed to me practically, because I do suck at the game at the moment. I haven't played this game in years, but of course that isn't really a legit excuse to suck at the game. I just suck. And also I apologize for the quality in the game at the moment, because at the moment I'm trying to cap it, because I can't get my freaking Genesis to work off the capping device I have. So I have to basically do it off the emulator. Didn't like to do it, but I had to do it. Okay, so basically, the down low is it worth your Wii points? Yes, it is worth your Wii points, folks. It's one of those classic kind of games you should have in your collection to begin with. This is in the Sega Genesis category, of course. Purchase Golden Axe with your Wii points, folks. You'll not be disappointed. 2 players, grab your friends. I'd recommend picking the Amazon, because she's my favorite character in the game. Because I was back in the kid used to drool over her Cladley underwear, but yeah, I shouldn't be mentioning that, should I? But in any case, it's worth your Wii points, folks. Good gameplay, good graphics. The game had many sequels, up to 3 in Genesis. I believe it was a 4th. I'm not sure. I think there was the Japanese version. I think was only in Part 3 was only in Japan, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll have to do more research on that, so don't hold me to that information. But this game is worth your Wii points nonetheless, and you should purchase it today.